Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Neil and I have been making videos about living and studying in Europe for a long time now. This video is going to be your basic introduction on how to manage your social life here in Germany as a student. Before the video starts, I want to give a small disclaimer. When I was living in India for my bachelor's degree, my life was not the most interesting one. I hardly went out to events. So I do not know how these topics are approached in India, but here in Germany, topics like alcohol, smoking, and these events are a very open discussion. So I'm just going to go with the flow here. So there will be a significant discussion about alcohol in this video. The most important point of this video is going to be that you will have multiple organizations outside the university, multiple organizations inside the university that are going to organize events. Then you will have your friends, or let's just say your co-workers. If you are employed somewhere, they will organize multiple events. So all of these events, they could vary from visiting your local museum or a historic landmark. You could be visiting some nearby cities. You could be visiting a nearby country. For example, here in Darmstadt, multiple people go to France for 1 or 2 nights because the French border is not very far from here. You could be going to, let's just say, to the movies, to fairs. You could be going to some beer factories. Every city here in Germany has its own local beer factory, its own local brands of beer. So all in all, the key point here is to limit the number of hours per month that you give to these events. You have to limit the number of events that you go to every month. Decide a number and then stick to that number. I understand that you want to go to events, you want to meet new people, but you have to understand that these events are very time consuming. Yeah. And your main goal of being in Germany is to study and is to improve your skill set, to become a better person, and not to just keep on going to these events. Then I want to move on to the next topic, which is learn how to handle alcohol. Yeah. Just understand that alcohol here is everywhere. In Germany you have beer, in France you have wine, in Ireland you have ale and Guinness. When you go to Eastern Europe, you are going to have spirits like ouzo, raki, vodka and so on. And also the legal age for alcohol consumption, for beer and wine consumption in Germany without the permission of a parent is going to be 16, and for hard liquor is going to be 18. Also, this is important for me, like in many meetings, after many scientific lectures, special lectures, guest lectures, you often have a get together with beer and bread. And also in Asian countries and USA, you have laws that do not allow the consumption of alcohol outside, in a park, on a train, on a bus. But here in Germany, you can consume alcohol almost wherever you want. So just learn how to handle alcohol. Yeah, don't overdo it, don't be scared of it. Yeah, balance is important here. The next thing that I want to say is specifically addressed to parents. So if you're watching this video, pause the video right now and show this part to your parents. Parents in India often have some anxiety that what if someone forces my son or daughter to smoke or to consume alcohol. I have been here for 8 months. In my student dorm, 60 to 70% of the population is German, and I have spent a lot of time with them. I have spent a lot of time with many Europeans in my university, in my dorm. I have gone to France, to Luxembourg. And what I understand is that in Western Europe especially, people are very mindful of these differences, and most people will not force you to consume any substance, consume alcohol or to smoke. If you are part of a group which forces you to do something, you should go away, you should stay away from that group. I remember in September when I moved to my dorm, there was a group of German men and I approached them and I started talking, and we were talking for quite some time, and they were like, we have a few extra beers with us, do you want to join us? They weren't forcing me to consume beer, they were inviting me to consume beer with them. So that's important. Yeah, people will invite you, yeah, because they know that you have come from some other country and they just want you to relax. So that's how it went. Yeah, on that day I had my first, I would say, interaction with German men. We talked a lot about the history of beer, the laws for making beer and whatnot. So that was it. And now I move on to smoking. So smoking here also, I feel that people here smoke a lot. Cigarettes here are costly, so they buy the parts of the cigarettes individually and they make their own cigarettes here. And also when you go to pubs, nightclubs, bars, restaurants, smoking is not allowed inside. This is important because I have an issue with smoking. I have an issue with the cigarette smoke being around me. So this happens all the time. If you go out with a group of 5 or 6 people to such a place, and if 2 people want to smoke, they have to go outside the location, outside the bar or outside the restaurant, smoke outside, and then they will join you again. So you don't really have to worry what happens if you don't smoke. Yeah, it's going to be very, very comfortable, chill. One more thing, like if you want to drink something non-alcoholic, like I, half of the time I drink something non-alcoholic. So if you are on a group, if you are with a group of 5 or 6 people, and if you are the only one who orders something non-alcoholic, everyone else orders something alcoholic, it's okay, chill, no one is judging you. So that was one more point which I wanted to say. So what I've summarized here is the whole forcing someone to do something issue. No one will force you here. Most people will not force you to do anything here. I have summarized the whole thing about making active choices about which event you want to go to, you do not want to go to. I summarized the whole learn how to handle alcohol thing, and also I just gave you some information on the smoking situation here. So this was an introductory video on how to start to manage your social life. Now I want to discuss the most important part of this video, a very important part, parties. Okay, so parties are very, very common here, and there is something very foolish that I find about these parties. I mean, I go to these parties, but still I find this really foolish. You know, maybe I am doing this foolish thing, that a party basically is a very high energy atmosphere. There's loud music going on. Obviously there is alcohol involved. You are talking to people, you ask their name, what institute they are studying, what country they are from, if they are an exchange student, for how many semesters are they there in Germany, and so on and so forth. You talk to one person for about 5 to 15 minutes. In a typical event, I meet about 8 or 9 people and I talk about these things with 8 or 9 people. And the next morning, you don't even remember the names of like half of the people. Yeah. So that's the point. You spend so much effort reaching there. You stay there for 3 or 4 hours. You spend money on food. You spend money on alcohol. And then you don't even remember the names of many of the people you meet. I know this is the way it is. And also in a city like Darmstadt, there are 2 institutes. So Hochschule Darmstadt has around 15,000 students. TU Darmstadt, if I exclude the PhD students, so the bachelor and master students, they add up to more than 18,000. So that's the point, okay? You meet random people and then you never see them again. So just be mindful of this, okay? That this is going to be something stupid. But again, you just learn how to talk to people. And yeah, I mean, I want to improve my social skills. That is the only reason I go to these parties. So I think I have summarized an introduction to social life for students here in Germany. In the forthcoming weeks, I will be making a video on how to optimize your social life, how to select the events that you want to go to. And if you like this video, give the video a like. Also comment on the video. Use the comment section if you want to suggest any alternative topic. And please do subscribe to my channel and also press the bell icon so you are immediately notified when I upload a video like this. I have made many such videos about living and studying in Europe. The links have been flashing over here and all of the links are given in the description below. So have a good time, watch those videos, share the video with anyone who you know wants to go to Europe for higher studies. Now I'll be seeing you guys in another video. Bye.